Getting accused of making clickbait content is something that most YouTubers have to deal with. I mean, how is my Pepe the Frog video clickbait? I really don't understand. I personally feel a lot of people on the internet overuse the term. My definition for it would be misleading or over-sensationalized thumbnails and titles of videos, at least in the YouTube sense. But since people like talking about it so much, I decided to make a video today about the 5 different types of clickbait I see on YouTube most often. These aren't official categories or anything, but just little compartments that I put different types of clickbait into, and a lot of them may overlap with each other. In addition, I also want to be crystal clear up front that while I will be using examples of YouTubers who may be participating in these clickbait practices, I'm by no means exposing them or trying to get their videos taken down. A lot of people think my videos should be taken down for clickbait too, so it's nothing personal. I don't think clickbait is as big of a deal as a lot of people make it out to be, but I'll get to that later. The first type that I'd like to talk about today is sexy clickbait, which is probably the original one used on YouTube, which is trying to get 13-year-old boys to click on pictures of girls in bikinis in the thumbnails. For years there have been channels that have shoehorned scantily clad women into the videos so they could put them on the thumbnail and hopefully get some more views when it uploads. Even though for the most part nudity is banned on YouTube, it hasn't stopped channels from putting big censor bars in their thumbnails hoping to get a few people to click on them, thinking that there will be nudity in the video. More recently, I've seen a lot of guys on YouTube getting their girlfriends to strip down in videos and challenges to get more people to click on the video when it shows up in their subscription feed. For this one, I don't blame the YouTubers, but rather the people that click on them. They should know better by now. It's been a decade. Secondly, we have ironic clickbait, which is when a YouTuber that's making a video making fun of clickbait uses a clickbait thumbnail themselves in the sake of satire or parody. The other big example of this is Leafy's here, who's known to make outrageous and over-the-top titles for his videos, like the cringiest kid to ever live on planet Earth, and stuff like that. This all leads to the question if making ironic clickbait is still clickbait. I really don't know. The third type on this list is, in my opinion, the most ridiculous, which is self-admitted clickbait. This is when a YouTuber makes a clearly misleading title or thumbnail, then in the video admits that it's clickbait and that makes it okay, I guess. A great example of this is the Casey Neistat video, World's Largest Ice Cream Sundae. So let's watch a bit of it.
Look at that ice cream. So like this ice cream, Jesse, this isn't in your new diet?
Nah, that's ain't part of the summer 16 diet.
The name of this episode is gonna be World's Largest Ice Cream Sundae.
It tastes like paint.
The video is 10 minutes long and has nothing to do with sundaes. They just pass by some ice cream, pose with it, and then put it as the title of the video. The amazing part is, I'm looking through the comments and I can't find a single person that's complaining about this. So I guess if people enjoy the content, they don't really care if they're misled. Next up, we have one that's similar to sexy clickbait, except with videos that have strange thumbnails, which I call weird clickbait. These videos grab your attention from just how unusual they are when browsing past them. One of my favorite examples of this is a Steven Crowder video called Detroit in Ruins, which has a polar bear that's laying on top of a car that's crushed. When you click on the video, it has nothing really to do with that, but it makes you click on it in the first place, which is the most important part, I guess. This form of clickbait is all about getting people's attention to try to figure out what the context is to the title and the thumbnail of the video. The downside to it though is if you make the thumbnail too strange, no one will click on it and it will completely backfire in your face. Finally, we're at the number 1 spot, which is unanswered clickbait. What is this, you might ask? Well, it's when a YouTuber has a question in the title of the video, something usually personal like, am I a virgin or am I dating anyone? And then you click on the video and then they don't answer the question and say it's personal or they don't want to talk about it. If you want to see this for yourself, just search how much money do I make on YouTube. You'll see tons of examples. Okay, so here's one. The guy has over 1 million subscribers, he has a ton of money in his hand in the thumbnail, and it's called How Much Do I Make on YouTube. So let's watch it.
It'll be a while. On average, how much do you earn from your vlogging? See, I don't like saying how much I earn because it's like, you don't ask someone like, how much do you make? You're a doctor, how much you make? Huh? Hey. I don't know. I just don't, I mean, just know that it's giving me life. You know, it's supporting me, paying for my rent, for my car, my phone bills, so it's...
And he doesn't tell us, even though that's what he made the title of the video. It's amazing how many YouTubers have pulled this on their fans. I just want to make it very clear that I'm not trying to expose anybody by making this video. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of people say I make clickbait content myself. With all that being said, I personally don't think clickbait is as big of a deal as many people make it out to be. If a video is super misleading, most people probably won't watch it all the way through, and the YouTube algorithm will take care of it for us. Can this type of content be annoying? Of course, but for the most part this content usually isn't straight up clickbait and more in a gray area. It also doesn't help that a lot of people call things clickbait that are clearly not in any way. One time I was browsing the comments for a grade A under A video with him discussing his experience with Pokemon Go. One person said the video was clickbait simply because he was talking about a trending subject matter. This is not clickbait. I have the same problem myself when I make a video about a popular subject matter. I'll have people saying that I'm only talking about it to get the views. But then when I talk about something a little older, I'll have people saying that it's old news and they don't understand why I'm talking about it. The point is, I can't win. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching to the end of this video, it's really appreciated. And as for the question of the day, somebody asked me if I'm surprised Donald Trump became the president. And yeah, I actually am. I had it at about a 75% chance Clinton would win after looking at the polls. But that shows that they're not always reliable. So again, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to my channel or watch some of my other videos. So until next time, thank you for watching.
Pour plaisir is all they combine.